Hey guys, I have a fun little pin craft for us today. I can't wait to show you this one. This one, if you remember the Pocahontas one, we did that one, and that one involved a lot of stamping. This one's a little less stamping, but still going to be so amazing when it's all done. It's just perfect. It's, in my opinion, it's just the perfect Jasmine craft. And so I'm so excited to teach you guys how to do it. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all the things. I really appreciate it. Remember, you can always buy these from me from Instagram or whatnot, or message me on the various socials, and, I might have them available for purchase. So, it's worth a shot to ask, and I can tell you if I have one. And thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate you being here. I hope you guys learned something fun. And yeah, that's it. I just love teaching you guys how to do stuff. I really do. I love teaching you how to make something new. It really just makes me so happy. So thanks so much for being here, and you guys have an excellent day. Hey guys, so here's our pin, our fig pin. Now, just so you know, like, fig pins are, they are licensed. They're by a company called FigPin. You can buy them in a lot of different places. I just happened to find this one and came up with an idea for it. So they come like in these little stands, which is kind of cool because they're kind of like action figures, which I think is kind of neat. So you could like have your collection all sitting up in these little, in the little cases if you wanted, which I think is kind of neat. But they also have like 3 prongs. Something like they come with like little artwork. The back of them have 3 prongs. They're just really large pins because, I mean, look at my hand. You see, they're just a really, really large pin. And so I want to say they're about 2 or 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches. Yeah, 2 inches would be too small. But yeah, so they're 3 inches tall, which makes them perfect for pin crafts, which, I love to make. So we're going to be using Jasmine here. I just wanted to show you what they were, they're just perfect. You know what I mean? They're just perfect little pins, in my opinion. So for the crafts that we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be using the, this is Coastal Cabana, and this is 5x7. And this is Bermuda Bay. This is an old retired color called Bermuda Bay. And I just wanted to pick up, the colors of Jasmine's dress and stuff. And then, oh, sorry, let me move that over so there's no glare. And then I found this fantastic paper. Well, not found. I used it on something else and realized it would be perfect for this. We use this for the Chip and Dale. It's called All About Autumn. And one side of it has all these autumn related things. But the other sides have all this fantastic, like, mosaic type things. I mean, it's really, really cool. And, like, it's all foil mosaics. Like, even this one would have been cool, except there was a little too much purple. Not purple. I could have used it. I just didn't. I didn't want to for some reason. It would have been a good alternative as well to the one that we're using here. But this looks just like the stuff that they have in the mosaics that they have in Morocco Pavilion in Epcot, and so, which is where they usually have Jasmine. So what we're going to do is this is 4 inches by 6, 4 by 6. And this is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then this is 5 by 7, because I think I didn't really say that. So we're going to go ahead and glue these together. And our layers. This one is probably the simplest of the pin crafts that I've made. But sometimes you just need to let the paper speak for itself. And that's what I'm doing this time. I was trying to make it different. And you see it's like a copper. I kept saying brass. It's a copper, not a brass. It's a copper foil in there. It's hard to see. Let me zoom in a little. See, it's a coppery. It's not gold and it's not brass. It's a copper. And so we're going to go ahead and get this here. Just wanting to keep that to help remind me, because I guess not. Yeah, because it's, my math isn't right, I think. But I'm just trying to make sure that it's even on each side. So I went ahead and I printed the label and I cut it out because I thought this was a really good label to use. It's very stark white when you put it against, but it's going to be fine. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of, we're going to have the ribbon come out of the lamp. And so we'll go ahead and we'll cut, I don't know, we don't need very much, to be honest. I'm probably going to cut way more than I need. So it's going to twist and then go under the label. And so I'm just going to cut this much. We're going to be wasting a little bit of this ribbon, but I'd rather have more than enough and then I can manipulate it than to not have enough. So, hi Pumpkin, are you coming to go sit on this while I craft? He usually isn't one to sit on my stuff, but he might. Here he comes. Hi. Hi. Can I help you? Come here. Come here. Okay. My supervisor has stopped. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of my ribbon and I'm just going to kind of wrap it. To be honest, I want it wrapped, twisted up a little, I guess. I'm going to twist it just tight because I need it to be nice and small. And I'm using washi tape first to just kind of secure it. And then I'll use real tape to secure that around too. This isn't like perfect. You know, it's not a perfect science, you know, this little part. And then I'm taking packing tape because packing tape is really strong. I would have used Scotch tape, but I want to make sure this ribbon stays pretty tight. So I'm using a little bit of packing tape, which I normally wouldn't use, but I'm using it because I know it's going to hold this little piece nice and tight. Because we need it twisted and we need it really narrow, almost like a shoelace. You know what I mean? That's a good way to describe it, is you want it essentially like a shoelace. And so we're just going to cut that little piece off. And so we're just making the end like a shoelace, basically, a shoelace end. Just needs to be nice and tight. And let's see, I think we're okay with leaving that. That might help secure it too. Or no, I'll trim it off so it's not in the way. I'm going to make sure it sticks together, but I don't want to trim too much of it off because I want to keep that tape nice and glued. Then we've got our glue dots here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Jasmine and I'm going to put a glue dot and secure our little genie smoke, essentially what we're doing. We're just securing our little genie smoke. So let me take her off. Here, I'll put it here because I don't want to scratch her. Whoops. We're just securing the little genie smoke to the back of her thing with some glue. I didn't want to use hot glue because I didn't want to damage the pin, and I just don't know. This is archival safe glue, so it'll be fine. And I'm putting 2 little pieces because I want to make sure it's nice and secure. I want to make sure, and you have to be careful. There's like a little hole next to Jasmine's face right there. See that tiny hole? So that, you know, you don't want to put the little ribbon over that where you could see through. You wouldn't really see, but you might be able to see a little bit. And so, yeah, it's not hidden enough. Let me move it down just a little. Or that, I'll cut that piece off. Some of the tape was showing. There we go. It's nice and secure, so that's good. So we have that. Okay, so now we're going to put this, put the board underneath, and we're going to put our Jasmine over the top here. We're just going to center her as best we can. Oh, we also need to put a glue dot behind her. I would like to put a glue dot just to make sure she's secure. And so this glue dot will make sure it she stays in place. It's just an extra piece to make sure she stays in place. We're going to probably wind up putting a glue dot right there too. So let's go ahead and put a glue dot there. Things I learned after doing the first one. I was able to make a sample of this one. I don't always have a sample I can make. Fig pins are like serious pins. So they're, it's a little higher than on the others. So let's go ahead and let's put, I just want to make sure the board is underneath. And we're going to center her in the middle here. Make sure her feet are up. And you want to push, oh, she moved. And you want to make sure she goes straight down. You do not want her to be, you don't want to push straight down. Don't, or wiggle it straight down. You don't want to go, let's see, is that centered? Yeah, she's centered. It's hard to tell because, you know, you've got this in there. So, all right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the genie and we're going to be twisting this up into the label. And the label is going to help hold our genie down. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals in the back of this. Okay, and this is going to help hold down our genie. I need to twist it and then tape it. So let me get it twisted. Let me get it twisted. Okay. Then we're going to be taping it to the label so it's always up in 3D. Okay. Let's see, do I want a second one? No, I just think the one, twisting it just the one time. Let's see, is that enough? I'm not a prize to be won. Oh, so for the label, I printed this out just on cardstock and then I cut it with the die cutter because I wasn't able to, you know, stamp something, but I wanted to quote something from her. If I can't find a quote that I like, whoopsie. If I can't find a quote that I like, I will use something that I have that's inspirational because I feel that that's good, or something that matches their spirit. Like I'll show, like I did with Pocahontas. So Pocahontas was not a direct quote because I couldn't find any good quotes from her. And so let's see. Let's see if that's correct. I think that's good. All right. So now I want to taper it down. And so that was a little mistake I had made. I'm just going to use a little bit of tape here to secure the ribbon. We'll twist it back. I'm untwisting it now, but. All right, so we have it taped down and secured. So now we're just going to trim off the excess and we should be able to place it. So we're just going to add, I guess I could have left my little dimensional there. I'm going to add a dimensional here, and I don't think I want to, well, I don't know. We'll see. Let's lay it down and see if the dimensional, I know I don't totally need all these dimensionals, but I want to make sure my genie stays straight and I want to make sure that the label stays puffed up. So, all right. So yeah, we did waste a little bit of ribbon, but it's okay. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this, we're going to tape that down right there. Not tape it, but glue it. but we'll keep our twist. You see, I'm making sure I keep my twist right here. And so hopefully you can see it from the zoom in feature. And so let's make sure we get that even. Centered, nice and centered. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. And so there's our basic Jasmine. You know, it's not too difficult. It's not too difficult, but she's definitely, you know what I mean? But look at the impact. Wait till we get it in the frame. That's when you're going to see the big difference. Right now she looks just so simple and plain. But when you see her in the frame, it changes the game. It just elevates the whole thing. So let's get some of these stars. These are called Star Designer Elements. Star Designer Elements. And I picked them up ages ago from Stampin' Up. Any retired products, I recommend you go to Whatnot, to some of my friends like Candy Rattray, Darlene Walker, or Sweet Stamper she's called, or Darlene Walker, or even the Papered Chef, or Lisa Ray Designs. And I like to have odd numbers, so that's why they're all kind of kitty wampus here. That's what my grandma used to say when it's like not centered. Catty wampus, I think. All right, and so just adding that on, then we'll put that in the frame. Okay, so this is just a 5x7 frame. I got it from Amazon. You know, it's nothing, it is wood, but it's nothing like really special as far as being a unique frame. You can use any frame you want. I just happen to use this one. And it has a plexiglass, which I kind of like that it's plexiglass as opposed to glass. It makes it easier for when I'm selling and moving it and stuff. And so all we're going to do is we're going to put it in our little, I'm going to pull it off this board. We're going to put it on here. I'm going to get it all centered. Just want to make sure the foam is centered. And this foam helps us, you know, have the 3D effect of our pin without, oops, a little off. I shouldn't hold it up. There we go. There we go. Oops, I keep moving it. I need the foam in the middle. There we go. I think I got it all in the middle. It's not a big deal because it's not going to show. And oops, this one looks scratched. Oops, this one might be scratched. No, it was just the sticker. Okay. I was worried. That's the good thing about the plexiglass is you don't have to worry about the breaking or anything. And I'm just peeling the corners so that if my fingernails or something kind of scratch the plexiglass, it's okay because it's just in the very corner where no one will see. So we're going to put this back inside. We're going to put our little box in. This is just called a spacer, you know, just to keep our piece together. And then my supervisor is coming back. And we're going to just put all the pieces back in here. Can you not be there, Bubba? And there we go. There's our craft. There's our pin craft. She's perfect. You know, she's just perfect. I mean, look at, you've got the genie. And once you put it in the frame, hey, Bubba. Sorry, guys. My supervisor had to inspect my final project. So, but look at, I mean, it's just beautiful, you know? She's just, it's just beautiful. I just can't, yeah, she's just gorgeous. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm glad she turned out so good. I hope you have an excellent day. I appreciate you. And, you know, comment, like, subscribe, all the things. And, you know, thanks for just being here. I really appreciate you. So have a great day. Bye.